All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Case Study, where we study case by case and we reach our case in point. I'm your host, Khosi Matiba, the man, the myth, the legend. And I'm just going to introduce my other reactors.
Yeah!
Okay. That's a host.
Hello. My name is Rafil. I'm like the boy with the contagious smile. So if you ain't smiling, then you're wilding. Let's go. Yeah, I'm all it ends. It ends, Caspeed. Life is about choices. And I always choose Kano Musadi Desha, but today I don't know what I'm choosing. Yeah, I'll hit you.
Yeah. Okay. Ladies first. It's her first video, guys.
Power.
Pressure.
Do you support your friends at any cost?
Hello. What it is? What's up? I am Bali Mo. I'm Mo. Whichever it is you choose to use, I really don't mind.
Wait, say that again. Wait, do that again. Just hello. Big Ben, where are you? Where are you, Ben?
I need a new ringtone. Go again.
Hello.
And it is your boy NTB, aka Nutty the.
Why you
What is this?
I'm asking. Why would beast? What?
It's a family show.
It just happened.
Family show.
Okay, so Malusi's a bit shy, so this is Malusi, for anyone wondering. And I'm Goose.
Mike, introduce yourself.
Yeah, hello. Hi. Thanks.
Hello. Yo, I wish. It's your favorite girl, but _, Botlali, and can find me on all social media platforms as that. Let's get into it.
Hey, that's why some of us have 500 followers. Because we don't even say those things. But anyways, guys, sanibona ninjani kama ummeli waKhumalo futhi onsundo phuma emnyameni okhonzingile secone of course. The brother moves on, my man. We're in life la.
The brother who moves on.
Johnny Walker, keep walking.
So you guys want to watch a video? The question that then popped up. I think I'll ask the question later. So just watch the video.
And move over ketchup and mustard. There's a new condiment craze this summer, and you might mistake it for Pepto-Bismol. It is pink, and social media is filled with people putting it on just about everything. But Stephen Fabian reports there's just one little problem. No one's quite sure what's in it.
It's the pink sauce everyone's talking about. It looks like Pepto-Bismol, and the colored condiment went viral after this woman posted video of her eating it with fried chicken. People across the USA can't wait to see what it tastes like.
It tastes good.
It's like a sweet seasoned ranch. That's what it tastes like to me. But since it's made with oil, it's a lot more like buttery and oily than ranch.
That's so blonde, by the way.
So what's in the pink sauce? The ingredients include sunflower seed oil, honey, garlic, milk, spices.
Garlic and milk.
That vibrant color. It's dragon fruit.
It's sweet, it's tangy, it's a little spicy.
The packaging. This customer says it came like this in the mail, in a Ziploc bag that leaked.
No, ma'am, we're not trying this. Look at this.
I don't know, ma'am.
Does pink sauce need to go in the refrigerator, or can it sit out on your shelf?
Okay, so that was another typo. So it says, please
Luis,
refrigerate.
it's a most
This
apple.
video has rolled out extremely fast. Mistakes
The woman was too stunned.
Mistakes happen.
Mistakes happen.
Just say the mistakes happen.
Wait, the video ends there.
Imagine.
Oh, sorry, you died. My bad, nigga.
What actually happened after things blew up? She got a really bad reputation after she did what she did. A lot of black people then came and said, oh, you guys are just hating a black-owned business, and you guys just want any excuse not to support a black woman doing business. So the question is basically, do you have to support your own kind just to support, right? Even if they're releasing something that's horrible quality, even if they, just for the sake of saying you're supporting each other? Or is it okay for you to say, no, I'm going to go elsewhere to William, who's selling something that was refrigerated properly and is FDA approved, because Tato is selling something that's a bit off, and I'm not going to support something like that just because she's black. The first thing I need you to do is taste the sauce. You can taste it with a fry, taste it with a piece of chicken.
Yo, he's a runner, he's a track star. He gonna run away when he gets hot. None, I don't know. It looks like.
You see, you let the herd die out first.
This actually bang.
I'm waiting for everyone to take first. Then, you know what I mean?
I actually support her. I'm lying. Support black-owned business at all costs.
I'm not sure. I'm a bit skeptical.
Guys,
Even at the matter, it ends.
product control. Yeah, just garlic everywhere.
I give him Pyrenees vibes.
Yeah, it's giving Pyrenees, but Pyrenees inhaling something. There's something about it.
The garlic, yeah. I mean, shout out to her. It's not a bad sauce, but like, yeah, it's not a bad sauce at all. It's actually very nice. It's very nice. Has potential, as he viciously downs the drumstick.
I said, this is good. Marry me now. No, I'm joking. Don't marry me, but like it's good. Okay. I wouldn't buy it because it's pink. But because I've tasted it, now I would try it, but I still wouldn't buy it. But I'd eat it all the time if it's on the table. Does that make sense? But Ishmael, now with food, like I don't just try new things, but because it's Kace and like here.
By the way, Refi eats everything, guys.
Everything, baby. I'm joking! No, I'm joking. It's a family show.
Parental guidance.
Anyways.
We have something similar in Greece, so it was fine. Yeah. It's like a very garlicky dip you eat with fish. It's called skordalja. So yeah. Yeah, it's like it's made with either bread or potatoes. Skordalja. Skordalja. Skordalja.
Scoralia.
Scoralia.
You don't have an opinion?
Okay. Is it also pink?
No, it's not pink.
What is it called again? Paper towel.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sauce was mid. But also, I'm a picky person. I don't rate sauces or fancy things with my food, yeah.
I don't think. Say my munat. I'm just hungry. I don't know. I don't like it, but I was just hungry. But it's good. I think it has its target market because it's not disgusting, but it just has this strong taste. Yeah, I think it's an acquired taste. Thank you. Yes.
It's Khoa. Yo. So about supporting businesses, and here's my chat. Okay. Especially, but context matters in terms of supporting, because it's different if I have to post something on Instagram. It's different if I have to buy something from you. You see, that's what matters. And, for most people, if it's like posting something, yeah, sure. Maybe I may not like the product, I may not whatever, but I'll post it so it gets out there. But in terms of like, let's say, yeah, it's for someone. I'm trying to get you that exposure. But like, if there's money involved or you want me to buy something, that's when I'm like, that's where I draw the line where I may not like the product, but I will still give you the money and say, I don't even want the product, but here I'm supporting you. Because most people are just trying to start up. Have I bought a...
I'm joking.
Okay, yeah, no, for me, I don't think we should just support someone because of their color, though. Because that means we should promote anything and everything. Because now, if something like is horrible, like I'm sure we all have friends who have like T-shirts or brands or whatever. And it's just horrible. And now you don't know if
you tell your friend.
like you don't want to be a bad guy and be like, hey, I'm sorry, this is bad. Like, how do you even start that conversation?
But get your meow, you need to tell him or her.
But no, then it
this
becomes
product-
no, but then it becomes a thing of like, oh, you're not supporting me, you're just a hater, you don't trust my vision, and then back business. Hey, you see,
Are they your friend? If
That's
you don't tell them
true.
the truth, you need to tell them the truth.
Because if they're your friend and they say you just, if they're really your friend and they say no, you're just a hater, they're not really your friend. They would actually listen to you and be like, okay, I'll see what's wrong, or they'll ask you like, what do you think is wrong with it or whatever, like why can I do better and stuff.
I feel like also to add on that, that's a problem about creatives. They can't take criticism. As much as Ngimpinchak and all that type of stuff, you want me to like kind of like dump down the comments or anything. Like then you get friends like Melly, whereby it's like, I hear Maze, your editing was shit on that edit. You know what I mean? Or even he said I said in talk, that track is not the one or anything. You sound this and all that type of stuff. Because at the end of the day, I'm the consumer. I have to spend my money on this day. You know what I mean? And also at the same time, me buying it, I'm supporting and I'm also promoting and marketing it. You understand?
They should actually value your negative, whatever, like feedback.
You know what I mean?
Because if you have a bunch of yes men around you, your product is never gonna get like better.
But regardless of that, like I feel like there's some people you just have to give them hard so that they can get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we have whack friends that rap. Whack. Even on SoundCloud, you can see this track is like whack friends, like who can't rap, you know what I mean? Like they drive, Joe. Like they're like Yazin and Tuan, I'm gonna be performing in Coachella, wada yada yada. Which is sharp fair, mele velu support to matala and all that type of stuff, but now as a dog, I'm fair to they need more electricians there rather than focusing on the right thing.
I also think if you're gonna take it meaningfully, like if you're gonna value your feedback to them and be like, yo, this is whack, I feel like you should take the next step also to help them in like I have a friend, shout out Kiddo Virgo to me, right? He's a rapper now. Well, he started when he was like 14, you know, like squeaky voice, little kid, whatever. And he come to me because I was older, and he'd be like, yo, how does it sound, whatever. And I told him, this is shit. That you can't. But I didn't stop there, you know what I'm saying? I told him, don't stop because I discourage you. It's shit. You're starting. Keep going. Like, you shit now, yeah, you are. Keep going. And now he's 16, 17, I think. He performed a show, like a miniature show the other day. He's releasing on Apple Music and shit. So, like, if someone's beginning and you, as a close friend, you said, Malusi, your shit is, it's whack. I feel like if you play that big of a role, you should carry on with them. Like, how about you do this next time? Yeah.
I also think, so I think, so speaking, like, I think for like the creative, like these people that like want the support, I think it's also a thing of like, you don't want to say, I don't like it, one, because I'm one person, right? And I think it's also a thing of like, for these people also releasing any kind of content out there, it's very tough because before you release, you're also thinking to yourself like, oh, would someone like this? Like, I don't think it's nice, But all you can do at the end of the day is release. So now it also becomes tough now when you're the friend that has to say, hey, it's not that nice, because you know like how much they've put into this. So it's like, how do you now say, I don't like this because of this. While it's still like, you know, like constructive and whatever, because it might be constructive, yes, but as soon as someone just hears, as soon as you hear like, I don't like it, you probably stop listening to what you actually have to say.
Can I say something? Exactly.
Yeah. Be there, like, bro, don't get discouraged.
Not everyone's gonna like your shit too. You know what I mean? Because it's crazy how Mfana, Refi, whether you're starting a business or whatever, I feel like you should have the mental capacity to understand what it's saying. Not everyone's gonna like this thing. You know what I mean? 20% may like it, but 80% is gonna shit on this thing. You understand? So to a point. Okay, right. So to a point whereby it becomes a tricky situation at the same time, because, for example, when it comes to music, nah, someone spent, say, let me just put it in that way, like Sadie or Stash, it took them like 2 years to make a mixtape and all that type of stuff, right? This is 2 years. You get to listen to this thing for like 30 minutes and you just say it's garbage. You understand? Sometimes, yeah, you understand. It's that thing of like, yo, Ntanga, I've been working so hard to make this body of art. Ne? All of a sudden, umuntu imamela just for 2-3 seconds, nyana, then he's saying his shit. You understand? But that's why I need, as a creative, ne, you need to be mentally ready for such things. Otherwise, this is not your thing. Then don't step into this thing. If was 99, that's why you see a lot of these rappers. Or most of these people they are depressed. Okay, using nice is mean to kill yourself. Suicide, actually. Yeah, using this ganja. So that's how it is.
Demonetized on TikTok now.
Can I go? Oh, yeah, me. Yeah. To answer the question, that do you have to support for the sake of supporting? Yeah, boy. Yes, you have to. Specifically, yes. It's fine.
It's fine.
Specifically because that person's black.
Sure.
Because we'll be fighting a losing battle. You understand? Like, we are behind, and the only way for us to even get close, to being like sit at the table. You understand? We have to support each other, like, just for the sake of it. So that's what I say. But I mean, you guys are already on the table. I won't lie.
But also to add on, ne, okay, I'm speaking like on my opinion. Ne. For me, it's quality over anything. I want a quality, dog, because you're spending, dog. Kace cannot be calling for 800-700 rand just on a fucking Mr. Price fabric type of thing.
He's not saying the hoodies like that.
You understand?
Yeah.
Mara, there's a reason why Kace hoodies are that expensive, because it's pull and, okay, should I say that? Okay, it's pull and bear, you understand? And pull and bear, we all know Wuti Kone produces quality, you understand? So to a point, Wuti, now me as a consumer, I'm like, okay, as in, I understand why Sol or Young and Lazy, or yeah, it's not Sheen, you know what I mean? So I guess for me it's more of a quality, because I've been in situations where I wanted to support a black person and it did me shit. You know what I mean? And to a point where I went to a white guy, shout out to Black Hounds. I went to a white guy, it's not fixed yet, but they're like, same fit, we can't fix this. Because I was going to like each and every black person, Oshamata too, they're like, nah, we can't do anything. So you're telling me you can't even recommend a blackout? That's what you're saying. So I'd rather go to a white person or a person who knows their thing, because at the end of the day, I'm going to stay with this thing for the rest of my life. And mind, this thing is shit. I know how it looks like, but it's shit. No angisakwazi ukuva kusethe into ayintanga. Yabona ukuthi wenzeni. Uzothi hard. Hard uzongisiza ngani?
Did you pay for it?
I pay.
Why?
What do you mean? I'm supporting black businesses.
No, but don't support black businesses at your expense.
But now, no, that's the thing.
Now you have a bad tattoo.
Okay.
I didn't know Wutikon. I do my research. So manje, I see this guy's stuff. Okay, ukazuntuemu is good. But I'm challenging him also. Except, dog, I want this tattoo. Okay, I can do it. Okay, you can, right? Sharp. Not knowing what's okay when it comes to like 2D shading, untuembu. But when it comes to 3D, iyam kawata. But me, I just want a tattoo, bro. Ngifuna integanje. And one guy, I'm like, hey, let's not go there. Right?
Alright, mates, yeah.
I have a question for you, Melusi. So you see this source, for example, when you're saying support at all costs. So like I said, she'd ship it over to people it would come rotten, literally exploding, make people sick. So even in an instant when you can see that black person didn't do their research, they're causing havoc in the streets, they're making people sick, vomiting, people are going to hospital, you know, because of their product. Is it still worth saying, for the sake of the fact that you're pushing your hustle, here's your money? Are you not enabling a person to keep producing whack quality? Shouldn't you say, I will give you money when you work on your product and make sure that it's consumable?
Can I?
I mean, that's obvious. Like, if you're gonna die, then you cannot, then you cannot support that thing. Like, also, merely like, this is your skin, not that. Obviously, we cannot take chances. You cannot say support a black plastic surgeon just because they're black and then now you deformed, you know? Certain things are too serious, like your health, you understand? But you still support in the sense, you can, I don't know, say good to your packaging, mates. Your packaging, your research. Have you done it? But don't squash like the idea. Don't like demoralize her now. Like thing you said, you send the cash even though you don't want the thing. You're like, hey, I hear it's good, but when what I bought was bad, but it's fine. You got the cash and you gotta fix this. You understand? But support.
But then you're playing with your money.
It's two different things. Like, they support, like, the support I'm talking about is not commit to the product. Like, just support. For the startup, you understand? In any way possible. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Support, but don't now commit to it and kill yourself or, you know, like, skin-wise.
I thought you meant, okay, if... I low-key hear what Melusi's saying in terms of like support like black people at all costs. Nah, I mean in the sense where if I want a mug, for example, right? If maybe Matena sells a mug, but my fellow like black person selling a mug, and it's the same quality, in that case, go to
support the black.
Yes, support there, but also don't support. Nah, I didn't. What else am I going to use? John.
Yes.
But but like in the sense where if the quality and everything else checks, try by all means, yes, to support like as many black people as you can, because we need help.
I get that and I hear you now, but then but then like doesn't it like enable them to like produce mediocre work? Like if you don't like criticize and if you support, even if you're not meant to support, like aren't you like in a way enabling the person to How does a person grow if they don't get like criticized? Or how does a person like, you know, get to the next level if like they don't see, because if you don't see nothing at all, you're gonna stay there. So if you don't see nothing wrong with it, so like how do you, you know, if you know,
it starts.
So that's my like I feel like when you do that, how do you grow? I mean, like if now I'm selling pepper sauce and like Ziakala, it's bad there. Like it's not, and now people are supporting me because I'm a black person, and you know we should support each other, and you know, but like it's not how
you think you're doing
exactly now, because I think in my head I think that I'm doing something good, and you know I'm grinding and I'm on it. So how do I grow and how do I better myself if I don't get criticized? You hear me?
I want to give you an example about the Kace hoodies. What happened with our hoodies, right? We went out. So Kace specifically only buys. We make it a point. Let me rather say, we buy from black people. We put on black people, like that's our thing, right? If we're looking for a catering company, we're gonna go black first before we, you know. So it's just about empowering black people. That's what Kace does, right? So with regards to our merch, what we did was we sought out a black person. before. And of course, there was a very like stunning white website, white-owned website. Everything was like organized. Everything was great. It was within the price range that we could afford. So you know, we could have gone for it, and we knew, alright, if we get this, it's you know sorted. But then we were like, okay, we want to support a black person. This black person, kind of on the come up, has a few things that he's that he had styled and sold.
Potential.
You know, he had potential, and his things were good. Sent me links, whatever. And before we even did merch, I think a year before, he messaged me and was like, "Hey, I do this. Please, when you launch merch, please can you use my company? I have what it takes." What? Okay, cool. So what happened was he provided us with the blue ones and the white ones, right?
I also wanted to say something. Black people are lazy.
Okay.
I've realized. I realized. Let me finish my point before we. So the reason why I say this is even when there was xenophobic things happening, black people, South Africans would saying, yeah, these Nigerians, these Zimbabweans, other African people, they're taking their jobs. No, not them. No, not them. Them, they're about jumpy foreigner because they speak our official languages. But those people, they will always say, hey, they. Kind of what did my dad say? My dad said is the reason why he always hires people from other countries is because they work harder than the people in South Africa. People in South Africa, yes, they're also cheap and they're reasonable and they're respectful. People in South Africa, sometimes when you support, even if it's your friend, you support your friend or you support someone that you know, they'll disrespect you because and they won't give you the right product or they won't even respect you like a client. Or that, hey, I ordered this from you, you're my friend. Then it's gonna after 3 months just because I'm your friend. Then, but I see you're giving other people, no.
So then the product came, the hoodies come. Half of them, I don't know if you guys saw at the office where you guys do the React stuff. There's a box of like a lot of extras. Those are not extras, those are defects. Yeah, right?
So the defects from that
Can
guy.
we get the defects for free?
There are a lot of defects. Okay? So what happened was he was like, oh, okay, so there's a process that you have to go through, which is the dry cleaning process, but you can't take it to a normal dry cleaner. It has to go to a dry cleaner that knows how to deal with products that are going to be sold. Made sense in our brains. Okay, cool. Because initially we offered no. So okay, let's say let's say for argument's sake, dry cleaning is 100 rand, right? Okay. To take for argument's sake. So we were like, oh, we did our research on how much dry cleaning is. We'll just take it for ourselves. And he's like, no, you have to take it to the special one. He said it was like something like, just in terms of the ratio, I'm not saying it, these are the real prices, but let's say dry cleaning is 100 rand. For him, he was like, it's gonna cost 500 rand.
Each hoodie.
For us to now go and that's not
okay,
the real price.
Okay.
But I'm just giving you the scale of the difference between the two prices with us taking it and him taking it. He then is like, I have to take it, guys. I am the one who has to wash these hoodies for you, whatever. He takes them because we trust the process. We've never done manufacturing of clothing or whatever. We're not in this industry. He's like, yeah, we have to wash them. Comes back. Now, when the hoodies come and they arrive, first of all, we realize he took them to a normal dry cleaner. That's the first thing. And they're a dry cleaner in town that's cheaper than the one we were going to go to ourselves. But we already paid him. Fine. They come back. There's yellow stains on the white hoodies. These yellow stains, we don't know where they come from. These yellow stains, whatever. The blue hoodies had holes in them, right? So we're like, that's impossible. That's impossible. How do they have holes? How did we then find out why the holes are there? One of the hoodies had, those tags, those ones, the metal tags that come from the shops. One of them had them, which means he stole the supply, right? So he was selling us stolen stuff. Obviously, at the shops, you have to take them off with that machine. He took them off manually. That's why there were holes in all of our hoodies. So we have like a lot of defect hoodies that have like holes in there, and they've got like situations in there.
I respect the hustle.
Then to make it worse, let me try and like conclude the story quickly. To make it worse, thank you.
So we know when Mace wants to bend, we know.
So when I'm looking at your picture,
wow, thank you. He doesn't give us the black hoodies. What happens? We call and we're like, bro, what's going on with the black hoodies? Oh, he's like, you're not gonna get the black hoodies because they stuck. They didn't want to bring them from America. Yeah, fine. So I'm like, what's gonna happen with that money now that I sent you? We then had to go to a supplier on our own overseas and pay even extra for the black hoodies to arrive, because we had already promised everyone that black hoodies are going to be sold and all that stuff. So for us, it was a situation of, from now on, we're not sure when it comes to black business, when it comes to supporting black business. We don't even know if it's going to be about that anymore from this point on. It's just going to be, we're supporting, whether you're black, whether you're white, Kace no longer has that policy, because
But can I ask
when you're bent, you're bent.
But can I ask something? Yeah. That was the outlier, right? You've supported black businesses before, right? Apart from this guy. And they didn't treat you like that, right? So I'm saying, why take action against an outlier?
Exactly.
Raw.
Thank you.
Yes. Just like
No, I can actually answer that because they're at a point where now they're not sure, because it takes one person to ruin it for everyone. That's what happened there. So it's not a thing of we don't want to support black people anymore. It's because now they don't know if can we trust this person? Because now let's say like something like,
No, obviously don't trust that person again.
no, but I'm saying, let me show you a perfect example of why. Let's say in that whole scenario, let's say now this guy just forgets, the next black person they ask forgets to message him about the update. Now they're going to start panicking because they have trauma from that last situation, saying, okay, has he got our money? So it's not a thing of they don't want to support anymore. It's a thing of like, can we be sure? That's all it is.
So you can never be sure of anything. Yeah. Whoever you hit up, white people, Indian people, you can never be
Regardless, but when there's money involved, when there's trust involved, then it becomes a different story.
Let's put it this way. With the current situation where we're in right now is we do still prioritize
Black
search for black
Yes.
business. And we always will, most likely. However, it's not a priority that is so strong that we won't consider white business or whatever other business we could find, because we've come to scenarios where, like Mace just explained, there was a black person who messed up. However, we're also aware that one occurrence doesn't represent the entire race, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
And that's a fight that black people are trying to fight all the time and whatnot. So it's just a matter of the priority is still there, but now it's with extra caution, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Black people are a problem. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest, Bree.
Mutel, that should have been the policy from the beginning. You understand? Like the black people, but with caution. You understand? Not black people. Black people.
But that's why.
Understand?
Yeah.
And also, we do have a lot of those cases where each person the likelihood of being scammed, not in the full sense of the word, by a black person is obviously, it's high. But not because, not because black people, it's just that they're not exposed to how business should be done. Like making jackets.
It's that catching up that you were talking
about. It's that catching up. So making jackets for sure, like you guys wanted hoodies. That guy is probably not used to the scale you guys wanted. He's used to making jackets.
No,
for
then
two
why
people.
did you take the business? And first of all, why are you also stealing hoodies? Why are you giving us hoodies that have holes? No, I'm experienced, man. No, he must respect people. No,
that's
no.
an outlier. That guy's a thug. That guy.
So add on, it's crazy how black businesses, they start off good. You understand? And I don't know, as time goes on, it's like they get lazy. Some of them, and then
they're not consistent.
yeah, the money starts coming in and all that type of stuff. Then everyone is more relaxed. Now the product is not more the same, because you've had like those quarter joints in Soweto, whereby okay, these people have been pushing for like 5 years and the money is good. Then emakaya after 5 months, mawubuya bavalile, so ama sharmuta sepaisa. Like, so there's now Pakistanis and all that type of stuff, you know what I mean? And to a point which it also comes back to black businesses. What happened to the spaza shop business? Because this was a black owned business. Like it was like a community of entrepreneurs, small entrepreneurs at the and all that type of stuff. Go to each and every hood in South Africa. No. Don't say that. But which is not in that way. But there's a lot of you know what I mean. There's a lot of like Middle East. Is it Middle East or not Middle Easterns and all that type of stuff. They're the ones running the bodegas. You understand? Which this was a black culture, dog. You understand? Spaza shop, that's how we basically. It's our own mini market. You understand? Mara now, in fact, they taking over, boy. So to a point, what happened? Because of black people, labanjani, they're lazy. So upon that's why after that mnangzoyenzani ngizovaya kuya Jacob besikhagen angale ntangayo in and out.
Yes, black people are lazy because we even see on the corners like there are people that are begging, but you see like other foreigners they stay on the corner and then they say they're gonna mow your lawn for you. But a South African, they won't say no, I won't mow someone's lawn. They have pride as well. They have pride. Hey, yeah. And they won't even clean your house properly, let me tell you. But a foreign woman, she will clean, she'll make sure. And it's the truth. I won't lie to you. I'm so sorry if I'm offending.
That's true, because most helpers I know are not South African.
Yeah. Black people are lazy.
And they also steal. They've also stolen. You see, I've never had a foreign helper work at my house and steal something. But a South African, the one South African we had, she stole our clothes, she stole our things.
And also, I feel like it's also this like mentality they have of like the world owes them something. I mean, yes, with this whole thing whereby we need to catch up, but like I feel like they feel sorry for themselves so much that they have this attitude whereby like and now that you know, but this whole 350 thing, like this and they don't. So
uskazana mela hamba yo market maruhlale kahle lapho umelele 350 every time. Like kanjani njo? Kanjani hamba uphanda ndoda. Mara wena uhlaleke khoneni umelele 350. 350 akhona iphela 2 minutes done miss. It's crazy. It's crazy how when the 350 thing came in, I know a lot of during the time like COVID times, I was blooming in Alberton with the Grootman Sharp and Alberton, my Grootman, no, my brother. So it's crazy how obvious Alberton is next to Togoza. Togoza, obvious, everyone knows Togoza, and people would hire a taxi, from Togoza to Alberton. To get the 350, pay the thingy, the transport driver. Bavaye Kace, bahlanganisa bagazade, babhaye utshwala. And in my mind I'm like, what's going on here? Yeah,
okay. No, but yeah, South Africa has an alcohol problem.
You guys considered all the other dynamics involved in everything you just mentioned. So you guys mentioned that it's usually foreigners that more keen to work or take these kind of jobs, where it's like helping or mowing the lawn. The minimum wage in South Africa is ridiculously low. If I'm coming from a war-stricken country, I will take this, then be in that country.
So you in that country.
Let me finish. But what I'm trying to get at is there's all these different dynamics involved. Those guys that are doing the 350 thing and buying alcohol, they probably don't know any better. That's another dynamic.
So, but then
So what I'm saying is always consider the dynamics.
Beggars are not choosers. That's why my Ethiopians and my Tanzanians are gonna go and work for that 100 rand a day because we have a situation. We ask Guti. My mom always says this shit, which is fucked up. She always says half bread is better than nothing, which is yabo. I understand where she comes from because which generation they had to work harder in order for good bathole lento leyo. You understand? Maratina siboni forex yabo muthi abaku forex ba driver in yabo Grootman ba phila lifestyle ba sekonga in nanani wenzani uvayo tell.
But also that's another thing I wanna how Melly said beggars are not choosers is like especially in supporting businesses. People have this tendency to think, okay, you know, just because this person's in a better position than me, they come from this, their family name is that, maybe I can ask them for money and they can support me. And it doesn't work that way. And then it becomes a thing of, oh, you don't support me, you don't like what I'm doing, you're just a hater. And another thing is with when you try to tell someone or give them criticism is that it's so hard to break someone who, like, to tell someone who actually believes that they're good at something and strong at it, and then to tell them, nah, this thing is not good. Unfortunately, they are delusional. They're going to think I'm capable when they probably aren't. And it's hard now. They're wondering, oh, why I'm not failing? Why am I not successful? Why am I failing? And it's like, because you didn't take that criticism. Now, to say you're not supporting black businesses is unfair, because I think we should never, okay, race is a thing, but before anything, what is the product? Is it good? Is it great? Because if we put race in front of everything, then now anything we try and do is going to be race related. It's like, oh, I'm applying for this school. Is he black? Oh, nah, if he's black, he's going to be lazy. It's like, it's what about what you're capable of and bring first before your race.
Are you speaking?
Yeah. I just want to support what cameraman was saying over there, that there's a lot of dynamics. Yabona. The 350 mainly, like, you're gonna say, why are you panda? You understand? There's graduates that don't have jobs, you understand? So there's graduates. Someone went to school and doesn't have a
graduates.
job.
Listen, can I answer that? Hard. There's graduates, right? Sponsor kasiko. See, I understand. Mara guess what? The graduates uzokutshela ukuthi mina ngeke ngimopha ama floor ngoba ngine certificate. That's pride. You understand? Pride is sayidlalile la. Tanga aspig, you have your masters, ukherezile and all that type of stuff. Aware. Mara, it's crazy how you see in South Africa, dog. If you don't have connections, you're nothing, bro. That's how one thing I've seen, dog. Without connections, you're nothing. So sharp, ndwana. With your certificate, bloma. Maratina so bese stratini is panda. When I bloma, you understand? Marunga complain ukuthi kona why izinto zingangiphumeli. Yeah.
Sorry, can I just take you back to the point of like the unemployment and stuff? So I have cousins. Ekaya, we have a truck company, right? And so yeah, logistics. So like my cousins, so my cousins that like, you know, finished school and then, you know, had nothing to do, they went and helped my uncle out, and then they drive the trucks. But also there are other people outside that my uncle hired. The thing is, my uncle treated my cousins as if it's a, you know, it's a family business, so I don't have to, maybe my payments, I don't have to pay you guys on time, or like he's like, oh, some of you have kids, I control your money, I control baby mama gets this, and then when you get this. So like now I don't have choices with my money. And then also like God, I forgot what I wanted to say, but like my point is like my cousins then made a decision, Uguti, then I must stop working for you because you're not treating me like all the other workers just because I'm your nephew or I'm your niece. Yeah, bo. So, and then they were like, I went to school, I studied. I'd rather be struggling finding a job than having you treating me like trash. You understand? Yeah.
Also, I wanted to say, like, I'm hearing everything that you're saying now, but I also feel like there's parts of us that are speaking. It just feels like maybe we're speaking from...
I'm going to hold it for you because you keep...
higher. So it just like I'm hearing you guys now, and I was like, it just also feels like a bit of this is coming from like we are a little bit more privileged than like a lot of people, right? So I feel like some of us are speaking like
from a place of privilege.
Yeah, and not really like trying to maybe understand as to like, because okay, with that 350 you said like, yeah, they went and they bought beers or whatever. Yeah, but like, yes, it's also it's a very common thing to see, nah. But also sometimes I think about it like, okay, this person takes this 350, nah, and maybe at home it's a family of 4 or whatever. In this day and age, in this time, what does 350 really do for you? Nah, and you're gonna say no, use your money wisely. This. There's only so much, especially if you're not working, nah, and that 350 comes like maybe once or what. If you're a guy in SA, you're unemployed, you done with school. There's already pressures that come with being done with school. There's pressures that come with being black as a guy, nah. And even now in a household, you're unemployed, you're a black guy. There's other pressures that come with that. So like with this 350, it's like I stop stressing, let me leave home, the type of thing, and just enjoy this peace of mind that I get with this 350 and just, you know, I can finally think. I feel like that's also another thing because no, I don't think people are unemployed because it's like, hey, no, it's kind of fine being unemployed. Nah, like, I think for some people, like, they've just really been trying. So what more can you do? If you really just down bad on your luck, there's only so much energy as a person you also have, type of thing.
So what would you prefer? You prefer uskazane uhlala endlini nabantu ababhayi mayithole 350 awondle umndeni or aphuze nama-chance?
That's an obvious answer. Like, obviously, like, help your family out, dog. But what I'm saying is, nah, like, I can't speak for. What I'm saying is, situations are different, nah. And that's all I'm trying to say is, situations in people's homes are very different. So to say, hey, black people are lazy, what. The examples you guys brought, are they true? Yes. But it's not like amongst everyone. Yeah, right? And yes. And I think now that this same thinking that we have to Ishmael, he's South African, he's lazy, what, is what also contributes into us not supporting like our own people, even when the product is still good. So it will be that thing of like, yeah, but like I don't know how to. Yeah, but like there'll be times where the product is actually really good, but you just won't support it because why? Like, and I've just always trusted maybe Mr. Price for longer, but the quality is the same. I think it's that thinking of black people, once you do this, maybe they won't. And I think that's why maybe we don't support the right black people. Maybe, I guess.
Yeah. Before, when I grabbed the mic the first time, mainly when you disturbed me, that's what I wanted to say. It goes deep. It goes 40 years back. Goes to Bantu education. It goes deep. So, the South Africa's inequality is the worst in the world. You understand? In the world. So, you look at 1, 2, 3 people. Another case where, another example was the outbreaks. What did we call it? Not xenophobia. The looting. You understand? Anyone sitting in this comfortable home is like, why would you go do that now? Now your mom doesn't have a job. But that person's not thinking about that. He's thinking about, hey, mate, I have to eat today, tomorrow. You understand? No, that's the fact, Guti. A lot of people aren't eating. You just don't know. Okay. You don't know, but a lot. I'm talking millions. I understand. Because the stats say there's inequality. The stats say there's unemployment. But you won't see, I don't know the percentage now, you won't see the 34%. You understand? You just see 10 people who can do something. And you feel like, you see, if it wasn't for people being lazy, they could do something. But the economy, even if everyone can wake up today, do we have jobs for them?
I think even with that forex example, like I think everyone wants to, like there's that thing of like, yo, if I could just go on forex, then I drive a Lamborghini. But that same kid that's applying for this 350, where do you expect him to get now? Maybe, I guess, the internet to maybe first learn about this. True. Before they learn about this, they still have to get a little bit, maybe they have to get like this 100 rand. This 100 rand is probably already transport, it's this. So it's not that they don't want to go outside and do, like, I just feel it's not like they're going outside to do this. Sometimes you just can't do things to, like, and we're also looking at extremes, I guess, 2 lifestyles. But like, you can't expect someone like from, like you're saying, like the hood, to just make it out, and the next thing they're driving this. Like, what can they do, like, within their own power, before they just leave it to, like God, whatever. Like, obviously, I get what you're saying, first work, right? But for them to start working, we need to give them a starting block to say, okay, maybe, you know what, here, a pair of running shoes, I heard you wanted to run. Okay, go to training at least. That's or something like, or start, like, also us, like, besides just saying, hey, our people are lazy, what, where are the starting blocks for them? Yeah. Right? Because the white businesses that...
I want to say something about the looting thing.
But it's not for everyone. That's the thing. Okay, but yes, learn. Okay, not but learn as well. Hard. Okay, wait.
You're telling me that black people don't have. They're not intelligent.
No,
no. I'm just saying, like some people, they're not intelligent enough. They're not intelligent enough to just to maneuver. Okay, I'm good at this, or they don't have a talent. Let me just focus on that. I understand, because coming back to situations whereby, just like us, I can't play soccer because of the certain things, the way I live, or the social profiling that I faced, and all that type of stuff. Shafid, but. When uzuplome pants, just think, okay, what am I good at? Because Refi dog, there's free water ekasi. Ungangitshela ukuthi intanga khona ukuvayo uthatha idishwashe olit lakho la, uyitshontshe, nescrop lap nyana, and then uthatha ibhoard ubhale car wash. And dog, do you know how much money just those people from washing car wash, 50 rand, just one car, how much do they make in a day or in a month? You understand?
Okay, so then there I get you now. But also, if you taking your car there now, are you going to the car wash that has like a hose pipe, or are you going to that car wash that has dirty water? But then this kid is saying, like, I think it's black owned. It's black owned. No, but I get what you say. Nah, but I get what you're saying now. You can do something now. But like another point I was making was to say, like, we're expecting like a lot of things already now, but. Like for example, the reason why I think you'd go to, what was the name you used to like a white person? Yeah. That business had its trials and errors. Now it's probably being run by the son of the person who started it. Right? Here, like, I don't know.
You talk about building blocks. This is your first block. I'm just saying.
This
is your first block. Nikawash.
Sure.
Just to step into it.
Okay. Wait, can I just quickly?
I want to know.
No, I have a thing of forgetting, so I'm like, So my question is like, you guys noticed how, I don't know, but where I come from, like at home in KZN, I noticed how like during COVID, a lot of people were exploring like their talents and stuff. So like now we have a lot of people who are baking, we have a lot of people doing hair, nails and stuff. Who do I support and who do I not support? Because like my friend is doing it, my aunt, I'm doing it. So like who do we support and who do we not support? Because everyone at the end of the day is trying to make money.
You support each of them. Then I supported my friend, she did my lashes. And I supported her, she was my friend. And I also want to say there's no point in you staying at home, feeling sorry for yourself, telling yourself there's nothing you can do.
But that's so different. Like the point is, I don't think anyone is staying at home because they want to stay at home.
Hey,
like I'm saying,
feel sorry for yourself because
I don't think it's feeling
sorry for yourself.
Yes, the world don't feel anything. Though it doesn't, and it doesn't. So but no, but then also you as a person, like, but also I'm just saying, like, now, I think I'm just speaking from the point of like I'm just trying to understand like why they also wouldn't do it now, and I'm looking at it from a point of like where do we come from firstly as black people now? So it's like, yo, my G.
Okay, can I just close it out? I feel like also in black people, it's all about priorities. It's all about what you prioritize.
Sure.
I understand because it's crazy how you can prioritize certain things over certain things. You can prioritize I'm just putting out there more than your market, because already you have a negative mentality. There's a high chance next. As much as in CV, there's a high chance next. And also going to like a black business, interview, where do you from? Pume Hill, bro. Already in a man, fuck, criminal.
Yeah.
Criminal.
Yeah.
Just like yabo u-auntie bekatshontsha impahla zabo and all that type of stuff. So there's jealousy, there's envy, there's so many things ntanga uyakubhayizisa. You understand?
But okay, I want to just say this on support. Like you said, like you can have like more than one friend trying to start a business, but people often associate support with you having to spend money on them. Me being supportive to your to your business can be me posting, showing people flyers, putting posters, saying, hey, did you hear about so-and-so's nail company? You see, marketing, like helping you get out there. Because the moment, like sometimes you don't have money when the time they ask you to come support, come do your hair, whatever, and you don't. And then unfortunately people take that as, oh, you don't want me to succeed. And okay, me, I always say, it's fine, but I'm going to try and help you get to where you need to get to with what I have. Now, as much as I'm trying to help you succeed in whatever you're doing, you also need to remember that I am also an individual who needs to do what I need to do. Like, people assume that this ride or die thing also, nah, just because we've been friends for like a long time, don't think I'm going to empty my bank account for your business. Because remember, business is a 50-50. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And a part of it is because your target market is not liking what you're doing, and that's okay. So please, guys, also, just delete this racial thing sometimes, because it's so unfair to say to someone, no, I say sometimes.
Don't say delete the racial thing.
No, I said sometimes.
Oh,
you get me?
Sorry, my bad.
You get keywords sometimes, because if you, like Mace's
incident
case study. You see, that instance, you would have probably went with the white guy. She's not being racist, guys. You don't even know what she looks like, but it's fine. She's not being racist. She's just saying in that instance, unfortunately, she probably would have went that route. So, yeah.
I have a question. Is there a reason why Kace turned up the prices because your guys got rocked and now you're rocking us? Yeah. The price, those are original prices.
Mad, eh?
I understand. Also, us as Kace reactors, we got discounts. Yeah, we got discounts, but hey.
It's obviously better to pick up the sponge and go wash the car than to sit at home and do nothing. However, you guys aren't considering the fact that maybe he already tried that option. Maybe they tried to wash a car, it didn't work out. Then again, they tried to wash dishes, didn't work out. Whatever the case may be, they tried many things. And now they're sitting at home saying, oh my goodness, I'm not getting out the hood right now. So there are some people who are there because they have tried everything. And it's not because they're lazy. It's because they're like, why aren't my black people helping?
Another thing in South Africa is, I've seen it, like once, you know, a certain person makes millions, or especially when they're black, now it's like, I've done my thing. You be on your own now and be safe. I don't know what's going to happen to you. Be safe, be safe. Because we never, like, it's that thing of give me, but I'm not going to give back. And especially in a country where the inequality index is so high, it's like, I can tell you now, I think I speak for everyone's parents here, like they had to like struggle like to learn how to do certain things because of Bantu education. Like some of our parents, I think we all speak from positions of privilege here when we say, it's easy for us to say certain people are lazy because we ourselves, we can, you know, AMG or, you know, Mercedes BM, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I live in a double-story house. You know, I go to school in Sandton. I know, so like it's very easy. My dad's a lawyer, my mom's whatever, because we're forgetting our parents, you know, also didn't want that life where we had to struggle to understand how to run a business, you know, to go to school. And unfortunately, some people's parents didn't get out of that rut. They didn't make it out. So I agree with Mateo. Like, we also have to acknowledge that sometimes, you know, it's very instinctive to say, oh, they're lazy, they're not doing their job. But we tend to forget that, you know, I think like we can all agree and say we're very fortunate. As much as like we have problems in our life, we're very fortunate people. It could be a lot worse, And the thing is, when it comes to black businesses, people don't want to help because unfortunately they assume, it's not going to work out. You know what, I already have my money, or I don't want to help this person. And another thing is instant gratification. There's one thing I want to disagree with you on when you say maybe they haven't tried it. A lot of the times when it comes to businesses, people want, okay, I start a business today, next Saturday I must have 1 million. And it doesn't work that way. You have to work and build. But then that's where criticism comes in, where you have to take notes about, okay, this doesn't work. Okay, let's see what they like. And yeah.
Guys, I wanted to say we're not coming from a place of privilege. We know certain people. We have family members who are doing these things. That's why we are saying
every
we
day
see it
now,
every
every
day
day
in our
life.
lives. And we're not just speaking from. We're speaking from experiences. We see these things, and I feel like nale entitlement. You can't say, "Come help me." You're entitled. People are I know people that are just not doing anything with their lives, and they've been given all these things.
Also, it's pride.
But when I say place of privilege, I'm not saying we're saying, oh, we're spoiled. I'm saying, like, considering how our lives are compared to theirs. Yes, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
But I'm also just explaining to you, Rababona, but where we see them. And I think when we're saying these things, we're using them as examples as well, because we see what they do. And I'm not saying you guys are wrong. You guys are right. Yes. Mara, you have to, yes, it frustrates you. Like and you were given so many things. But anyways, I get that. But I just feel like
this is gonna be the last thing I say, because this is a long topic. Like it's
never
broad.
ends.
Like South Africa can't solve it, so we're not gonna solve it. So I just wanna say, yeah. Moral of the story: support black businesses.
Period.
Moral of the story. You understand? And if
Which one wants to say something?
and if it's like a case of like someone made an example of a good quality, bad quality, buy the bad quality and then buy the good one as well. Don't wear it. You understand? If it's a t-shirt,
Some of us
don't wear it. Yeah, if you don't have the money to do both, yes, of course you can't. But if you can, for the sake of doing it, that's all I'm saying. It's for the sake of, not that you're gonna benefit, not that you're gonna get what a customer is meant to get from a product. You're doing it for the sake of. Moral of the story.
Moral of the story is yes. Nah, it is. Moral of the story is moral of the story it is. But no, jokes aside, like moral of the story is we live in a country whereby like I don't know who said it between the two of you guys.
You look very different, so I don't know
we live in a country whereby so like he said, like people don't want to see people eat. So do something about the fact that you're not eating. Don't now be like, hey, I don't have like an entertainment. And I get the whole, I get the whole thing and where everyone else is coming from, that, you know, we are behind the what, but we are behind, we're behind. So do something, man. And I promise you, I'm not speaking for Jesus to come. Exactly. So my thing is, what are you going to do?
It is what it is.
So moral of the story, guys. Pusha. Play. Say less.
I have, just as we wrap up, a question for Tasso and Nati. Okay. Do you guys experience in the Greek and Ethiopian cultures, do you guys experience this?
South Africans.
Do you experience? No, but is there a thing within your community where there's an expectation that Greeks must support Greeks, Ethiopians must support Ethiopians, or do you? Yeah.
Okay, you can say whatever. You answer first. I feel like I have a. Okay.
I don't know if it's a Ethiopian thing, but I know it's a Ethiopian in town thing. Like the people, my parents, the people who work in building A, hospital A, hospital B, they'll say, okay, no one's gonna look out for us. It's all Ethiopian here. They even.
Imagine if black people had.
I'm kind of exposing here, but so basically what they do is they put money together. So like they loan, but not under
Stockfell.
Whatever that is. What's that?
Yeah, it's like a loan, but
it's not a loan.
It's like an Ethiopian loan.
Yeah, Ethiopian loan. Yeah. So like if my mom needs help for the month, all the shops they will give. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh yeah. So it's like that with Ethiopians in town. I don't know what it's like for the whole country.
Okay.
No, not really. I mean, Greeks in South Africa are rich, right? When Saheti, that's the community. Everyone's rich. You won't find poor Greek people. In South Africa, yeah, right? Yeah. I mean, you might. You might find some Greeks that are not as well off, but you won't find poor Greek people. So that whole concept just doesn't exist. Like it's like let's flex on each other. Oh, you're rich.
Yeah.
What is going on? But with Greek people in South Africa, it's more like, hey, you're rich, I'm rich. Let's just flex on each other. Oh, you got a BM, let me one up you. My daughter got a Land Rover today. Or you did this. It's kind of that. It's toxic. It's toxic. The Greek community in South Africa is toxic.
To answer for this guy, yeah, Greeks do support each other hard. That's why they make it a point to go to Saheti in the first place. They make it a point that everything. Have you seen Senderwood? Yes. Yeah, we even have societies that fits everything.
Isn't there Greek basketball? Okay,
There's Greek everything. So they do support each other hard.
Okay. Support and sticking together, I guess, are different. If you travel from literally the top side of the equator to the bottom most southern side of the world, you're a foreigner. Like, you're not even from Africa. You're a foreigner and you come here. Obviously, you're going to stick with your people.
Yes.
But there's no, like, okay, Saheti, cool. But you talk about, like, what, Nisosa and stuff. Support, like, who are you supporting? like when Greek, you know what I mean? Like, Greek people came to South Africa, and Greek people started their, like, wealth, I guess, in the 50s. I think my dad was telling me. Like, you know how you said spaza shops are a black community thing? Greek people had corner shops in South Africa. Yeah. And then it's just passed down. Like, all these people, Saheti students and stuff, they're all rich because their granddad was here in the 50s. My granddad was here in the 50s too. He just had like a truck shop, but he lost everything, obviously. No, I'm not, no. I carried on. I carried on after that. You took it out of context. My grandpa was here in the 50s too. He had a truck something company, but he lost it, divorces and whatever. But yeah, it's just generational wealth. There's no, let me help you, because you have what you have. You have it.
Something I said.
They stick together. They stick together, but there's no support when it's not needed. No, like Nati said, if his mom struggles, there's a what did you call it? Right? There's none.
Hand, right? There's no helping hand, but there's support.
They're
Black people
together.
in SA.
They're sticking together. Also, I want to say, I don't know. I guess maybe. I want to say that it's also a stereotype in Europe that Greek people don't want to see each other like succeed. So from young.
Is it a thing?
Yeah, it's a stereotype. It's like European slander, I guess you can say. Like you know, like the typical things like Turks beef with Greeks. It's one of those. Like Greeks don't support each other. Like they don't. That's why with the crisis, with the economic crisis and people fighting, it's that type of thing. Like that's it. It's a stereotype. Yeah.
All right, thank you guys for tuning in to our longest episode. Yeah, we analyzed the case study and we went through it case by case with each people, and we got our case in point. So now we'll be closing. Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe, comment.
Okay, like, comment, subscribe. There's merch, not defects. There's proper merch. We're getting socks, shoes. We got a Nike deal coming. And then yeah, stockings. You know what I'm saying? Formal shoes, Tom. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Thank you guys. Yeah.
The Palace.
Yo, guys, I was just guys. I was just asking, guys.